Alex, welcome to the Sticker Book Challenge. In front of you, you've got your very own sticker page with some big questions from your football career. All you've got to do is choose your favourite sticker from each to pop down on the board. Make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Good to go? First of all, it's top teammate. So you've played with some great players, but we want to know who's been your favourite to play with so far.
Let's see. So we got Marco Reus, David Silva, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Bruno Guimaraes.
David Silva, obviously a great of the Premier League. What was he like to play with?
He's kind of one of those players where they don't really lose the quality. So you could see straight away in training and games what a top quality player he was. Anyway, it was a joy to watch.
Was he a bit different? What set him apart?
Just his way of handling the ball. Never really lost the ball in training, and it's just football. IQ was really higher than everyone else.
Okay, let's talk about Zlatan. I know you get asked about him a lot, but he's such a unique personality, isn't he? What's he like behind the scenes? Is what you see is what you get with him?
I think he's quite normal. Played with him in the national team when he was at the end of his career. So he's older and probably been through different phases throughout his career, but really good guy, good for the team as well, big leader.
So calmer behind the scenes than what people may expect?
Yeah, now I would say yes.
Okay, let's talk about current teammate, of course. One of the best in your team, one of the best to play alongside?
No, Bruno is a top player. It's one of those players you love to have on your side, and especially as a striker, because his football knowledge is really high, and he can find solutions that you don't expect many to do. So I put a bit more pressure on him than I do on the others, of expecting the ball at my feet, and because I know he has so much quality.
When you say you put pressure on him, what do you mean by that?
Not pressure,
Conversations
but expectations.
You have, expectation,
yeah. No, I expect him to find me at any time, so yeah, and I know he can.
Okay, who are you going with then? Who's going on your first spot as your top teammate so far?
I'll say Zlatan.
Yeah?
Just because I think he's the best player in general that I've played with. David Silva is probably, at the time when I played with him, he was probably the best. But yeah, obviously Zlatan, with his career and everything that he's done, he's the top.
Next up, we've got football journey. So we want to know which of these has been the most important part of your journey in football so far.
Yeah, so we have AEK, football, Dortmund, Real Sociedad, and Newcastle.
Let's start at the beginning. What's it like being a young player when there is a lot of hype, a lot of expectation around you?
No, it's pretty fine, to be fair.
Don't listen too much to it?
Yeah, I think when you're too young, you see players now as well that are so young, they play a bit like nothing really matters. They play freely. So I don't think, you don't really think too much when you're at that age.
Success here, Copa del Rey final 2020, but played in 2021 because of COVID. What was that like, winning that trophy?
It was really nice. Yeah, obviously every player wants to win trophies, and yeah, for me also to go to Spain and win the Spanish Cup was big for me. Obviously it was not so nice to play that final without fans, as it was during COVID, and we didn't really get the chance to celebrate in a normal way. But yeah, still a proud moment.
What was a major factor then in wanting to join Newcastle? Tell me about that transition and when you made the transfer over.
I think I needed a change, new environment. Yeah, Newcastle was really keen on bringing me in, and I felt like this was a really good opportunity for me.
We spoke earlier about the playing when you're younger without any pressure. Is there pressure when you come to a club like Newcastle, playing in the Premier League for a higher price tag? Does that come with more added expectation? Yeah,
but it depends how you see it. I think for me it's a healthy pressure. I love to score goals. I love to feel that pressure that I have to score, because it gets me going as well. So yeah, I think you have to see it in a positive way.
Okay, which one then is going into the second spot, most important part so far of your football journey?
I'd say AEK football, just because that's where I became where I am. So that's the most important one.
Where it all began. Next up, we've got favourite goal. So you've scored some incredible goals already in the Premier League. We want to know which is your favourite so far.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest away, 22-23. Liverpool home this season and Arsenal at home this season.
Which of these sticks out to you? There's so much talk around that one, wasn't there? That was a...
Yeah, I would probably say these two, Arsenal and Liverpool. The Liverpool one is probably the nicest one in general for the people. I'd probably say for me Arsenal was better because it was a great header and I don't score too many of those, so yeah, I was probably a bit more happy with that one, and we won that game as well. Liverpool we drew, so yeah, I think the Arsenal one probably meant a bit more since we won as well.
So that maybe for the goal itself, but that for the overall experience and the fact that you won the game.
I think, yeah, Liverpool one was more beautiful, but the Arsenal one was more beautiful to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you got a favourite team to score against? Team that you look at and you think, I'd love to get a goal this week? Obviously that's every week.
Yeah, that's every week. That's every week. I think there's probably a few teams that I've had a bit more success against, but yeah, you have to look that up.
Okay, so Arsenal going into your third spot?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, super striker is the next one. We want to know who out of these players you think is the most iconic.
Luis Suarez, Thierry Henry, Robert Lewandowski, R9.
Okay, straight away, where does your eye go when you look at these players? Is there anyone you particularly remember?
Yeah, all of them. Obviously Lewandowski is a bit more recent, but I was a bit young to watch Ronaldo live, but I watched him so much on YouTube and I've still seen so much from him. Yeah, and then obviously Thierry Henry and Suarez as well. Watched them loads.
You wear the same number as Thierry, but that wasn't an active choice, just a coincidence?
No, I think out of the numbers that were available, it wasn't many. I think that one was the most iconic one.
Okay, which out of these four then?
I must say R9.
R9?
Yeah.
Why R9?
Because I just think he was...
Speaks for itself.
Yeah, I just think he was so complete. The way he could handle the ball at such speed and finishing and yeah, dribbling, whatever. It was iconic.
Perfect. He goes into your fourth spot then.
Yep.
Finally then, we've got season targets. So we're asking you, which of these would you most like to achieve this season?
Win the Golden Boot, qualify for the Champions League, win Player of the Year, win the League Cup.
We had Anthony Gordon doing this a while ago and he said, we can achieve anything we put our mind to, this team. Is that how you feel? Is that the mentality?
Yeah, of course. I think we're in a position of like this for a reason. We've been there before. So yeah, I think we have to believe.
We've got a couple of individual ones.
Yeah.
Are they important to you? I know we spoke earlier about records, you don't really focus on them, but what about these kind of things?
Yeah, I think these are proper records, I would say. Which is nice, obviously. I think, as you see, Golden Boot, that's I think a mindset you have to have as a striker. In the end, if you're up there, then you'll help the team a lot as well. So these are nice things to get if you've had a good season. But yeah, I think that's secondary to the team achievements.
What do you think your ceiling is? I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but do you think about that? Do you think about the future?
No.
Try and stay in the day?
Yeah, stay in there.
So just think, how many goals can I score this season? How can I help my team most this
Yeah,
season?
not even this season. I just play in the moment. I just think about next game.
You have to shut the noise out then a little bit because there is so much conversation around you, your form, your future.
Yeah, I don't think it's not necessarily about shutting it out because it's difficult. I think it's just about being in control of yourself, and then it's all good.
Okay, which one then are you going for in terms of your season target?
Win
That
the League
trophy?
Cup. Yeah.
How important would that be? How special would that be?
No, so special because I think winning the League Cup it's not just a win for yourself, it's a win for the club, it's a win for the fans. So these individual, you win, only you win. But I would say this is an individual win as well because every player wants to have trophies, wants to win trophies. So that's also a big thing to define your career. And on top of that, it's so massive for the club.
You've had a taste of being at Wembley, having that experience with your fans, so going that one step further is important.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to go to a final and lose.
Perfect. Well, that goes into your final spot then. Finally then, here is your final sticker to complete your board. Open that up and show us. Your hero sticker to complete the board. Like that one?
Brilliant.
Players always rate their photos. Happy with that?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
A bit too shiny, but
Thank you so much, Alex, for joining us today. Best
you.
of luck for the semi-final. Best of luck as well for
Thank you.
the rest of the season. And that was the Sticker Book Challenge with Alexander Isak.